Here are 3 ways to manage anger. So first, my name is Michelle Ferris. I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist, and I'm so glad you're here looking for relationship help. So there's 3 things you need to do to be able to manage anger effectively. The first one is you need to identify your thoughts. There's something called negative self-talk, and that's the dialogue you have where you're talking to yourself all day long. We all have it. It's an internal conversation. And it's really important to notice what you're telling yourself because that has a huge impact on our mood and how we react in life. Because if you've ever noticed where you might have a really great day happening and then all of a sudden you're in a terrible mood, and it's most likely because you had some random thought or worry that came into your head. So being able to identify worry, making negative assumptions about outcomes, those kinds of things are going to be really huge in managing anger. Because if you can get a hold of those negative thoughts and change them, that's going to change how you react and respond to other people. Now, the second one is know your triggers. Everybody has triggers. And what I mean by a trigger is something that you react to more intensely than you normally would. So say your partner's late and instead of being bummed out or disappointed, you're enraged or you feel like they're going to leave you. So you have this really big reaction to an event, but the reaction isn't all about the event. It's actually probably more about your past. But we all have these type of relationship triggers. So it's really important to know what yours are. In fact, one of the things I would recommend is write them down. Just write down what are your top 5 triggers in relationship. What are those things that when that happens, you immediately find yourself angry and reactive? Because when you know what those triggers are, you can plan ahead. And that's how you're going to manage anger in that situation. Like if you go to your mother-in-law's and you know that she's going to trigger you because she always says a certain something to you that bothers you, you can have a plan before you leave the house versus getting there and trying to do it in the moment, which is always a lot harder. Now, the third way to manage anger effectively is to use a skill called time out. And when you know your triggers, this is going to get a lot easier for you to manage. So part of what a timeout is just like when our kids were little and we put them in timeout, it really gives us a chance to take a break and remove ourselves from the situation. So if you're in an argument with someone, instead of staying in the argument and trying to gut it out and get your point across and be right and all those things we try to do, you're gonna say, you know what? I'm really reacting right now. I need to go, okay? And there's ways you can do that, but if you know that you're starting to get more upset and you're starting to get on the cusp of being able to not stay in control of your emotions, you want to leave before you lose that control. And what you do is you want to take at least 20 minutes because the body needs 20 minutes to reverse that cycle of stress, which is that fight, flight, or freeze response in the body. So being able to take a time out, even if you're going to leave the room or go take a walk or go into the garage, get agreement from your partner not to seek you out. Because one of the things that happens is that partners tell me, well, we tried a time out, but my partner wouldn't stop talking to me. And really, it's the person who has the anger issue that needs to be responsible in leaving and saying, no, I have to go. But if you talk to your partner ahead of time before you need to use it, it's going to go a lot better for you. Now, one of the things I want to ask you is how do you handle your anger? What are some things that help you manage it? I want you to say in the comments and I'll definitely respond. Now, if you're looking for more help, feel free to sign up for my free email course on anger. It's 5 emails for 5 days and it's going to definitely give you some tools. And if you'd like, please hit subscribe and like so that more people can see this video. Thank you so much for watching and I hope it helped. Bye-bye.